Hello, my dear students, third prep students. Welcome aboard in your English program. طلاب الأعزاء طلاب الصف الثالث الإعدادي، أهلا وسهلا بكم في منصة البث المباشر ومادة اللغة الإنجليزية إعداد وتقديم سهير مصطفى. And today we are going to go through our review. We are going to revise what we have studied during the term. And let's start with the first question, which is listening. So you are going to listen to an audio and then answer these questions during listening. So you can first read the questions and then listen and answer. Go through the questions quickly. The class project was to build a using paper and tape. The group succeeded after they started each other's ideas. The bridge was strong enough to hold books. To answer these questions, you need to listen to the audio. So let's start. You are going to listen twice, one for the main idea and the second time for details. Let's start with the first one.
Last week, our class had to build a bridge using only paper and tape. At first, everyone wanted to do things their own way, and it didn't work well. Then, we decided to listen to each other's ideas and divide the tasks. Some students worked on the design, while others focused on testing the strength. By the end of the day, our bridge held 10 books without breaking. We realized that teamwork isn't just about working together, it's about respecting each person's skills and ideas.
Okay, this is the first time. I'm going to listen again, and during listening this time, you are going to answer these questions. So listen again for details.
Last week, our class had to build a bridge using only paper and tape. At first, everyone wanted to do things their own way, and it didn't work well. Then, we decided to listen to each other's ideas and divide the tasks. Some students worked on the design, while others focused on testing the strength. By the end of the day, our bridge held 10 books without breaking. We realized that teamwork isn't just about working together, it's about respecting each person's skills and ideas.
Okay, let's start with the first question. The class project was to build a using paper and tape. Build a bridge, a car, a tower, a robot. So what is the correct answer here? The class project was to build a, yes, a bridge. Very good, using paper and tape. The group succeeded after they started each other's ideas. So they succeeded after they started ignoring, copying, listening to, disagreeing with each other's ideas. What is the correct answer? Yes, very good. The group succeeded after they started listening to each other's ideas. The bridge was strong enough to hold 5, 10, 7, 12 books. So what is the correct answer? How many books? 5, 10, 7, or 12? Yes, very good. The bridge was strong enough to hold 10 books. Very good. And now we have a dialogue. And before answering the missing parts, you need to read first the whole dialogue and then complete the missing one. Let's start by the heading. It's very important to read it to know what is the main idea, what is the topic that they are talking about. Two classmates are talking about animal adaptation. So they are talking about animal adaptations. Amani and Jamila. Amani, why do polar bears have white fur? Their white fur helps them blend in with the snow, so they store fat in their humps, which their bodies can turn into water and energy when needed. And the large ears help them hear tiny sounds and also release heat to stay cool in the hot desert. Let's finish this part now. Okay, so why do polar bears have white fur? Their white fur helps them blend in with the snow, so What is the missing part? What do you think? What is the missing part to complete this sentence? So we need to complete this sentence. We need to complete why do polar bears have white fur? Here is the reason. Their white fur helps them blend in with the snow. So, yes, they can hide from their enemies. So this is the complete part. It's not a new sentence. It's the rest of the sentence. Okay. Now here is we need a question, and the answer is they store fat in their homes, which their bodies can turn into water and energy where needed. So what is the question here? Which animals can store fat in their homes? Yes, very good. Camels. So how do camels survive in the desert? This is the question. How do camels survive? Or how do camels adapt in the desert? They store fat in their homes, which their bodies can turn into water and energy when needed. Okay. Here's another question. So we need a question. So we need first to read the answer very well. Their large ears help them hear tiny sounds and also release heat to stay cool in the hot desert. Which animals? Which animal can we talk about? What do you think? Which animal? Yes, here we talk about fennec fox. Yes, very good. So, why do fennec fox have large ears? Why do fennec foxes have large ears? Because their large ears help them hear tiny sounds and also release heat to stay cool in the hot desert. Amani, how do emperor penguins stay warm in freezing temperatures? How do emperor penguins stay warm in freezing temperatures? What do you think? How? Yes, they huddle together to keep warm and protect themselves from the cold. So they walk together in groups. They huddle together to keep warm and protect themselves from the cold. Why do some animals change color with the season? Why? And here we need to answer and to answer the first part of the sentence, and your answer should be completed due by this part, like the Arctic fox, which turns white in winter and brown in summer. So we need to answer using the first part of the sentence, and your answer should be completed by the second part, which is already written. So why do some animals change colors with the season? Yes, they change colors to adapt to their environment, like the Arctic fox, which turns white in winter and brown in summer. So من الجزء الأولاني بنكمل بيه الجزء التاني. في الجزء التاني اوريدي موجود، يبقى الإجابة اللي أنا هكتبها لازم تكون suitable for the last part of the sentence. Okay. And now we have here a reading text. So we need to read it and then answer some questions. Read the following text, then answer the questions. One cold winter morning, a young boy named Omar was walking to school when he saw smoke coming from a small house nearby. Without thinking twice, he ran to the door and heard a child crying inside. Omar quickly called for help and then crawled through the open window to rescue the frightened boy. Just as he got out, firefighters arrived and put out the fire. Everyone praised Omar for his bravery. He said he didn't feel like a hero, he just wanted to help. His quick thinking and courage saved the child's life. and inspired others to act bravely in difficult situations. Sometimes true bravery comes from caring about others more than yourself. So let's discuss the text. Okay. When did Omar saw a smoke? When did Omar see smoke coming from a small house? When? Yes, one cold winter morning. So when? إمتى? One cold winter morning. Okay. What did he see? What did he see? Yes, he saw smoke. What's the meaning of smoke? Yes, smoke means دخان. He sees smoke coming from a small house nearby. What did he do after seeing smoke? What did he do? Yes, he ran to the door and he ran to the door. And what did he hear there? لما جري بسرعة على الباب and then he heard child crying inside. Child crying. سمع طفل بيبكي. What did he do? He quickly called for help. Only called for help? No. He also crawled through the open window to rescue the frightened boy. So he jumped into the house from the window. Jumped into the house from the window. Why? To rescue the frightened boy. عشان ينقذ الولد. Okay. What did the firefighters do? Yes, they put out the fire. The firefighters arrived and put out the fires. Okay. How did Omar feel? Did he feel like a hero? No, he didn't feel like a hero. But he just wants to help. ما كانش حاسس ان هو بس بطل عشان عمل كده. لا, he really want to help the child. Okay. And the moral of this lesson or this text or the lessons that we need to learn from this story is true bravery comes from caring about others more than yourself. يعني الشجاعة الحقيقية بتيجي منين؟ From caring about others and how to help them rather than yourself. مش ان انت تهتم بنفسك، لا، انك تهتم اكتر انك تساعد الناس التانية اكتر من نفسك. فده this is the true bravery. الشجاعة الحقيقية. Okay. Let's practice to check our understanding. Omar saw coming from a small house. What did he see? Water, light, smoke, dog. So what did he see? Yes, Omar saw smoke coming from a small house. Omar's brave action helped save a dog, child, firefighter, hero. Omar's brave action helped save a... What did he save? Did he save a dog? Did he save a child? Did he save a firefighter? Did he save a hero? Yes, very good. He saved a child. So Omar's brave action helped save a child. What would you have done if you were in Omar's place? If you were Omar, what did you do? What would you have done if you were in Omar's place? Yes, for me, I would have called for help immediately. I called asking for help and tried to rescue the child if it was safe. So first, I'm going to call for help, and then I'm going to try to help if it's safe. So what would you have done if you were in Omar's place? I would have called for help immediately and tried to rescue the child if it was safe. Why do you think Omar didn't see himself as a hero? What do you think? Why? Why Omar didn't see himself as a hero? Because he had just trying to help someone in danger. He didn't think about himself and about being brave. He acted quickly without thinking of himself. So he was just trying to help the child. Yes, so Omar didn't see himself as a hero because he was just trying to help someone in danger. He didn't think about being brave. He acted quickly without thinking of himself. And what makes a person truly brave? Yes, a person is truly brave when they help others even in difficult situations or dangerous situations. True bravery comes from caring about others and doing the right thing to help them without fear. So what makes a person truly brave? Yes, a person is truly brave when they help others even in difficult or dangerous situations. True bravery comes from caring about others and doing the right thing without fear. Okay. And now we're going to move to another question, which is rewrite. Rewrite the following sentence using the words in practice. So the first sentence is the police came to the crime scene, but the criminal escaped. And we need to use the word before. And we have discussed this rule before, and all of us know that before preceded by past perfect and followed by past simple. before بيجي قبلها past perfect وبعدها past simple. So the criminal had escaped before the police came to the crime scene. Which action or which event or which verb should I put in the past perfect? انهي فعل او انهي حدث اللي بنستخدمه او بنحطه في الباست بيرفكت. Yes, very good. The first action اللي بيحصل الاول. So the police came first or the criminal escaped? Yes, the criminal escaped. This is the first action, the first event, and then the police came. So I'm going to use the past perfect with the first action, which is the criminal escape. So what's the formation of the past perfect? شكله عامل زي تكوينه زي الباست perfect. Yes, very good. Had plus past participle. So the criminal had escaped before the police came to the crime scene. So had escaped, this is a past perfect, and came, this is a past simple. So before preceded with past perfect and followed by past simple. The second question is, where did you buy this book? She asked me. And when you see the word she asked me, this means we have here a reported speech. We need to change this question from being in direct speech into indirect or reported speech. هحوله من مباشر لغير مباشر. And this is a question, and to connect these two sentences we need a connector. She asked me, and يعني she asked me, it's a sentence, and where did you buy this book, it's another sentence, and we need to connect them to form only one sentence. I'm going to start with she asked me, and the connector will be the question word. So I'm going to connect these two sentences using where. So she asked me where, and then I'm going to change the tense from being past simple to be past perfect. دايما بنحول في reported speech الزمن للأقدم. لو أنا عندي past simple بحوله ل past perfect. هنا أنا عندي did. So this is the past simple. I'm going to change it into past perfect. And here's another trick also. We are going to use the subject after where. So the answer will be, she asked me where I. I'm going to change you into I and use I after where. And then had bought, this is the main verb here, buy. I'm going to change it into past perfect. So she asked me where I had bought change this into that. I have bought that book. She asked me where I had bought that book. يعني لما بيكون عندي سؤال عايزه احوله ريبورت سبيش بستخدم اداه الاستفهام as a connector between the two sentences. من جمله القول والجمله الاساسيه عندي. فيبقى عندي هنا where, this is a connector, and then I'm going to change places where, the places of the verb and the subject. So where is then the subject, عشان انا هنا مش هخليها سؤال، انا هحولها لجمله. ف where استفهام هيجي بعدها الفاعل على طول وبعد كده الفعل. Don't be late for class. The teacher ordered us. Don't be late for class. Here is another reported speech sentence, but here is imperative. I'm going to change this sentence into reported speech. The teacher ordered us. When the sentence started with don't plus infinitive, this means we have imperative. And in this case, we connect the two sentences using to and not to. To with imperative. If the sentence started with the verb, هربط الجملتين ب to لو الجملة عندي بدأ بverb في المصدر. They open the door, close the window, study hard. الجملة بدأ بفعل. Like if the sentence begins with don't plus infinitive, I'm going to connect between them using not to. So the teacher ordered us not to, and then the infinitive, not to be late for class. So teacher ordered us not to be late for class. Here's another listening task. You are going to listen to the following texts, then put true or false. T for true and F for false. So we can go through the sentence quickly. ممكن نبدأ بسرعة نقرأ الجمل, and then you are going to listen to the audio to start answering these questions during listening. So the Great Pyramids of Giza is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Sphinx has a body of a human and the head of a lion. The Egyptian Museum is located in Cairo, and the temples of Abu Simbel were moved to lower ground to protect them from floods. These landmarks shows Egypt's long and creative history. These are the sentences, and all you need to do is to listen and write true or false. So let's start listening.
Egypt is famous for its ancient landmarks that attract visitors from all over the world. The Great Pyramid of Giza is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world and still stands today. Nearby, the Sphinx guards the desert with its lion's body and human head. In Cairo, the Egyptian Museum holds thousands of treasures from ancient times, including the mask of King Tutankhamun. Farther south, the temples of Abu Simbel were built by Pharaoh Ramses II and later moved to higher ground to protect them from the rising waters of the Nile. These landmarks remind everyone of Egypt's rich history and creativity.
Okay, let's answer these questions. The Great Pyramids of Giza is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Is it true or false? Yes, very good. It's true. So the Great Pyramid is one of the 7 wonders. The Sphinx has the body of a human and the head of a lion. Is it true or false? Think carefully. فكر كويس. The Sphinx has the body of a human and the head of a lion. Is it right or wrong? Yes, it's wrong. It's false. What is the correct answer here, or the correct sentence? Sphinx has the body of a lion and the head of a human. A body of a lion and a head of a human. Okay, the Egyptian Museum is located in Cairo. Is it right or wrong? Yes, very good. It's right. So it's true. The temples of Abu Simbel were moved to lower ground to protect them from floods. Is it right? Is it true or false? Yes, that's true. Very good. The last one, these landmarks shows Egypt's long and creative history. Is it true or false? Landmarks shows Egypt's long and creative history. Yes, that's true. Very good. Let's move to another question, which is match. Matches the words with their correct meaning. And as usual, you are going to read all the terms first, all the words first, and then read all the definitions or the meanings, and after that, match each term with the correct definition. So let's start reading terms or words. Solo, solo, predator, predator, slippery, slippery, demonstrate, demonstrate, immense, immense. And now let's start reading the definitions. To show or explain how something works. Very big or great. Done alone without anyone's help. An animal that hunts and eats other animals. Smooth or wet, making it easy to fall or slide. So let's start. Let's start matching each word with the correct meaning. So what is solo? Solo is, yes, done alone without any help. Solo, done alone without anyone's help. Yes, predator. Predator. What's the meaning of predator? Predator is an animal that hunts and eats other animals. Slippery. Slippery. What's the meaning of slippery? Yes, very good. Slippery is smooth or wet, making it easy to fall or slide. Demonstrate. Demonstrate. What's the meaning of demonstrate? Yes, demonstrate means to explain, to clarify. Yes, to show or explain how something works. Immense. Immense. What's the meaning of immense? Yes, the last one. Very big or great. So solo, done alone without anyone's help. Predator, an animal that hunts and eats other animals. Slippery, smooth, wet, making it easy to fall or slide. Demonstrate is to show or explain how something works. And finally, immense, which means very big or great. And now complete the sentences. Let's start with the first one. Here we are going to correct the words between brackets to complete the sentence. She asked me where I the previous night. She asked me where I. So here is very good, reported speech. And when we talk about reported speech, so we talk about the oldest tense. نتكلم عن جملة محولينها ل reported speech، كلام غير مباشر. ده معناه ان انا بستخدم هنا the oldest tense، الزمن الأقدم. So she asked me where I، ما ينفعش اقول I go. So I need to change the present simple into, yes, the past perfect. Past perfect. We can't say go. So what is the formation of the past perfect? Had plus past participle. And what is the past participle of go? Yes, gone. So the word gone is a past participle of go. So the correct form will be had gone. So she asked me where I had gone the previous night. The second sentence, the teacher told us turn off our phones before the exam. So we need to connect between these two sentences. The teacher told us turn off. So this sentence starts with infinitive. So it's imperative. So how can we connect between these two sentences? Yes, using to plus infinitive. So the teacher told us to turn off our phones before the exam. Turn off our phones. Okay, after we arrive home, it started to rain. After we arrive home, it started to rain. So here we need to revise after rule. After followed by, yes, after followed by past perfect. And the second verb will be past simple. If after in the middle between two sentences, so the verb after will be past perfect and the first verb will be past simple. And if I start the sentence using after, the verb after will be past perfect and the second verb will be past simple. And here we have started, it's in the past simple, so started. So arrive, which tense we use after? How can I change arrive to be in the correct form? Yes, very good. We are going to change arrive to be in the past perfect tense. So what is the formation? Had plus past participle. What is the past participle of arrive? Yes, arrived. Very good. So the correct form will be had arrived. So after we had arrived home, it started to rain. Very good. Okay, choose the correct answer. Animals like chameleons use to blend in decoration, camouflage, color, shadow. So animals like chameleon use what to blend in? Decoration, camouflage, color, shadow. What's the correct answer here? Yes, very good. Use camouflage. Camouflage. The scientist felt an sense of pride. The scientist felt an small sense, tiny sense, immense sense, weak sense. So what is the correct answer here? What do you think? Yes, very good. Immense. What the meaning of immense means great or very big. So the scientists felt a great pride. So they felt proud of themselves. The polar bear's thick fur is an invention, decoration, adaptation, attraction. So what is the correct answer here? The polar bear's thick fur is an invention, decoration, adaptation, attraction. What is the correct answer? Yes, very good. It's an adaptation. Life in the desert can be very gentle, easy, harsh, soft. Life in the desert can be very gentle. Life in the desert can be very difficult. So what is the meaning? What is the word that has the same meaning as difficult or hard? Is it gentle, easy, harsh, soft? Yes, very good. Means the life in the desert can be very harsh. The view from the top was absolutely boring, breathtaking, ordinary, ugly. So the view from the top was absolutely, yes, very good, breathtaking, like amazing, exciting. Be careful, the floor is very rough, dry, sticky, slippery. So be careful, the floor is very, what is the correct answer here? Yes, very good. It's very slippery. Before we at the station, the train had already left. Before, we have before. Think about the rule of before. When the sentence the sentence starts with before, so what is the tense that we can use after before? Yes, past simple. if the sentence, if before comes at the beginning of the sentence, so it's followed by past simple, and the second tense will be past perfect. And we have here had already left, had left, it's past perfect. So what is the correct answer here? Before we arrive, arrived, arriving, arrives. Yes, very good. Before we arrived at the station, the train had already left. Okay. The teacher told the students talking. Not to start talking, not start, don't start, to not start. What is the correct form of using to? Can we say to not start? Can we say not to start without to? Can we say not to start? What's the correct form? Yes, the teacher told the students. Yes, very good. Not to start talking. And here's another sentence on the reported speech. So not to plus infinitive. To not to start talking. The men see a huge attacking the submarine. These questions depends mainly on the story. So the men see a huge attacking the submarine. A huge shark, whale, squid, crab. So what's the correct answer? Yes, very good. The men see a huge squid attacking the submarine. Yes, very good. The three fellows escaped through a. The three fellows escaped, as we have explained last time. How did the three fellows escape? They escaped using a small boat, warship, steel box, sunken ship. So how did they escape? Yes, very good. They escaped through a small boat. So the three fellows escaped through a small boat. The story is full of adventure and magic, mystery, sadness, comedy. So the story is full of adventure and very good and mystery. Excellent. And now let's move to the next part, which is writing. And now we need you to write a paragraph from 100 to 110 words on your school trip to Cairo. Your school trip to Cairo. And when you start thinking about how to write a paragraph about a school trip, you need to answer some questions. When did you go? How did you go? Where did you go? With whom did you go? What activities did you do there? Or what did you do there? And how do you feel after the trip? Will you try it again? هتجربها مرة كمان? These are the main ideas that you need to cover during writing your paragraph. So let's see my version. This is the template. You can use it, or you can change. You can write your own. Last month, this is when. Last month, our school organized a trip to Cairo. This is where. And it was an unforgettable experience. And we started early in the morning and traveled by bus. So this is how to go there. يبقى عندنا when, last month, امتى, where, فين, المكان. Our school organized a trip to Cairo. This is the place. And then how did you go there? رحتوا ازاي? Traveled by bus with our teachers and friends. This is with whom did you go there? رحت مع مين? With our teachers and friends. And from here we are going to start. What did you do there? عملت بقى ايه هناك؟ نبدأ بقى نكتب الحاجات اللي احنا عملناها. Our first stop was the pyramids of Giza, where we learned about ancient Egyptian history and took many photos. أول حاجة, they visited the pyramids of Giza and then took many photos. Then we visited the Egyptian Museum and saw amazing treasures, including golden masks and statues. After that, we had lunch at a nice restaurant near the Nile and also enjoyed a short boat trip. These are what did they do or what did you do during the trip. عملوا ايه? They visited the pyramids of Giza. They took many photos. They visited the Egyptian Museum. They also had lunch in a nice restaurant. And then they enjoyed the short boat ride. كل الحاجات دي عملوها. And which was very relaxing. And after that, how did they feel about the trip? The trip was fun and educational, and it helped us learn more about our country. So this is their feeling. The trip was fun and educational. So when you write a paragraph about a trip or a visit to any place, you need to cover some ideas or to answer some questions. When did you go? Where did you go? With whom did you go? How did you go? What did you do there? And how do you feel there? Okay, and let's move to the second part of this lesson. Okay, she stayed humble and showed great even after winning the award. Modesty, judge, treaty, conflict. So what is the correct answer here? She stayed humble and showed great modesty. The soldiers were, by their leaders, brave words to keep fighting. Negotiated, discouraged, resisted, motivated. So the soldiers were, yes, they were motivated. يعني كانوا تم تحفيزهم عن طريق كلام القائد بتاعهم، كلام مشجع. Okay, her story, me to study harder. Admitted, prevented, inspired, discouraged. So her story, yes, very good, inspired me to study harder. Our of the project always encourages everyone in the team to do their best. So our of the project always encourages everyone in the team to do their best. Our leader, rules, opponents, followers. So what is the correct answer here? Our leader. Okay, complete the sentence with the correct form of the verb in practice. Another, here again, we have returned it back to correct. She commanded me, stopping talking. She commanded me, very good, again, to stop talking. He ordered the soldiers, yes, to stand. The word commanded, the word ordered, the word told, these are the requests. كل الكلمات دي بتدل على ان انا I'm to use imperative. So imperative, when we use imperative or change an imperative sentence into reported speech, we need to connect it using to and then infinitive. To plus infinitive or not to plus infinitive. So the teacher told the students, handed in their assignments, to hand. The doctor advised the patient to rest for a few days. The doctor advised the patient to rest for 2 days. هنا to rest يبقى لازم الفيرب يكون في الباست. They requested us not to use our phones during the meeting. Not do. What is the correct form here? Yes, not to use our phones during the meeting. So they requested us not to use our phones during the meeting. Many explorers entered the dense jungle in search for the hidden what? Treasures, houses, rivers, roads. What will explorers search for in the jungle? Treasures, houses, rivers, roads. Yes, very good. Treasures. The old sailor told his story on a popular that people could listen to online. The old sailor told his story on a popular newspaper, podcast, movie, painting. So what is what can we hear online or listen to online? Can we listen to newspaper? Can you listen to a podcast online? Can you listen to a movie? Can you listen to a painting? Yes, we can listen to a podcast or movie. Sometimes we can listen, we watch movies. So the correct answer will be podcasts. Podcast, it's a program that we can listen to online. So the old sailor told his story on a popular podcast. In the deep, wild animals move silently among the tall trees. In the deep city, desert, jungle, mountain. So wild animals move silently among the tall trees. What is the correct answer here? In the deep what? Yes, very good. In the deep jungle, wild animals move silently among the tall trees. During storms, people must find shelter to themselves from danger. People must find shelters to invite, to protect, to follow, to attack themselves from danger. Yes, very good. To protect themselves from danger. The explorers needed food and tools for there in the wild, for their painting, survival, celebration, discovery. So the explorers needed food and tools for their, yes, very good, survival. They need food to survive in the wild. Real is shown when someone faces danger without giving up. So real courage, fear, anger, surprise. This is the correct answer. Real, yes, very good. Real courage is shown when someone faces danger without giving up. Some are home to rare plants and dangerous animals. Rare plants, dangerous animals. Some cities, jungles, villages, valleys. Some, very good, some jungles are home to rare plants and dangerous animals. So some jungles. Even when facing great, the explorers continued their journey. Even when facing great, the explorers continued with their journey. Great what? Laughter, fear, peace, sleep. So when facing great, fear. Even when facing great fear، لما تواجه خوف قوي جدا، the explorers continued their journey because they are brave. Every little action you take can and making the world better. Can break, can matter, can disappear, fall. So every little action you take can, yes, can matter. Very good. Can matter, can be important in making the world better. The old map showed the pyramids under the ancient temple. So the old map showed the clouds, treasures, rocks, villages. It's very good. Treasures. بكده تكون خلصت حلقتنا النهارده. Thank you so much for being with me today and thank you for your active listening. منصة البث المباشر.